G'day everyone, I'm Mick, and basically I'll run through the pulsator today on how I made it, where I got the stuff from, and etc. So you're going to need a 12-volt battery, and most of the fittings you can get from Bunnings. There's only one or two pieces I had to go to a plumbing supply. But we'll start off here in the bottom. I've actually got a stainless steel 1/8 mesh in the bottom, which is on a bit of a curvature. So when the stones go in, they pulsate in there and won't come out, and basically will sit at the bottom, all sapphires. And basically the water runs out over the top as it's pulsing, and the stones are tossed around inside the chamber. All the loose stuff is washed out and over, then comes down into the channel and runs over the screen. All the heavier rock that is bigger than a 1/8 mesh will float down through there, and I can scrape out the bottom. This is just made out of 150mm with reducers down to 50mm on the pipe. And, oops, got a clamp in there, which I'll need later. The pulsator, which does all the work, is just a light rubber, as you can see. It's through there, and I've put a piece of plastic on the inside of this, which is bigger than the pipe. So when the rubber comes down, it claps on the pipe. As the water fills up, it lifts out, lets the water through, and back down. Goes through there, goes through the chamber, comes out the bottom here. Now inside the chamber I've used a fitting, like I've done here, with the 50mm pipe, which goes up to there. Now that inside can actually be rotated to either make this run faster or slower, as I want, and lets the water drop down through the bend, up and into the top, which goes into that. You will need a decent sized bilge pump, which you can get from pretty much anywhere, off eBay or down at your local marine shop. I'm using a 1250 gallon. It's a little bit more than what I need, but better than being underpowered. I can turn it down and reduce it on the top of that if need be. So far I haven't had to touch it. Basically that's the stand. As I was saying, this stand I've made up to suit the apparatus. I've actually got a few ideas off YouTube. There's other people out here who have got this type of setup, but I've made this one to suit myself and for my needs that I want. Basically from there you're going to need a couple of tubs for holding the water. One's going to need a outlet on the side for it to cross over to the other tub. Basically any of the findings, the stuff will go into this tub, flow out through the pipe into the next tub, which you'll see later on in the video, and that will flow into there, and that's where the bilge pump will lay. That way I'm not carrying up dirt and crap like that. It's all going to be left in the one tub. So when that gets pretty dirty, I can just flush that one tub out and I'm not losing water. So anyway, we'll get on to putting this together, and it shouldn't take long, and then we'll run some stone through with some sapphire in it, and I can show you the results of that. Okay, we'll start now and go from here. We'll start putting this thing together. clamp on the bottom here due to a little bit of movement from the pulsating action. Just put that there. It just slips on top. Basically, you want to line this bottom hole up with the bottom. So when the stone drops through, it'll actually drop straight to the centre. Okay, we've got the water added in there now. We'll turn this on, and basically I'll show you how this thing starts itself pulsating. It does pay to have some stone down in here before you start. It has a tendency of when you put the new stone in, it washes. As the chamber fills up, this will start pulsating by itself. As you can see, there it goes. If all goes well, you can see the pulsating down the bottom. A little bit of stone in there. Now what we're going to do is throw some sapphires. We'll throw some sapphires out into the wash. As you can see, there's 6 sapphires there, and at the end of the wash, once it goes through, we'll see if the 6 come out in the thing. There's a bucket of stone. As you can see, sapphires are going in. All in, all done. With heavier stones starting, a lighter stone starting to wash out. Chamber's now full. And it looks like that's the end of the stone being washed out of there. And basically all I've got to do now can see the water running through into there, and that's all you need to do. Alright, we'll pull this apart we'll put the stone on the table and sort and see what we can find. As you can see, still stone in the bottom. All we do is we'll put it on the sorting bench. See, empty. When you're doing your sorting, it does pay to actually have good light. Okay, it's all tipped onto the table. Let's have a look and see what's in there. Possible. This is a definite. Nice and blue. A bit shiny. Oh yeah, it's a little star. Gold star. That's 3. Another one. The blue star. 4. The green one we'll put in. It's a dud. Really need to have the sun coming out. Oh, there's another one. Another blue. That's 6. Place to have the sun over your back of your shoulder and going onto the stone. Makes them stand out a bit better than trying to look for them in a shadow or anything like that. It's very easy to miss. One time I actually went out and I actually missed a 10 carat, really good blue, all because it was thing. I was lucky that my other half picked up the bucket that I'd swept it into, and she decided to sort it in the sun when the sun came out the following day. Anyway, there's the 6. It does work, as you can see. So, like, subscribe and enjoy. And we'll have lots more other videos coming out and different tools and things I'll be making in the future.